G'day everyone, and welcome to my review of the Ceduna Shelley Beach Caravan Park, proudly brought to you by Summer Star Tourist Parks. Now, we have just arrived here about 30 minutes ago, set up our tent, have not really had a look around yet, so what better opportunity than to do that now. But just first, this caravan park is probably about 3 kilometers out of the township of Ceduna. So if you want a caravan park to stay in that is nice and quiet, then this is for you. But if you want one to walk into town from, then this probably is not for you. But let's have a look at this photo over here. And these are the things that we're going to see on this tour. And this excites me. This big top panoramic photo right here. We are basically on the other side of the sand dunes right now, so just over them I'm expecting a beach just like that. So let's go and check this out. I quite like the entryway here. They've done a pretty nice job. The old stone fence here with a Shelly Beach on it. Bit of flag. The flag probably needs some work and a new flag hung up there, but otherwise it's pretty good. You can pull up here, check in at reception, which is just here on your left. Easy peasy. Got a little playground on the left here, which look, it looks okay, but given where we came from in Streaky Bay and that caravan park's playground, that looks actually pretty woeful. But hey, your kids will probably enjoy it anyway. Cottages here. Now this caravan park is quite empty right now. I think the fuel crisis is really starting to hit people. So fuel from here on in each direction is super expensive. Even right here is super expensive. It's nudging around $2 per litre for unleaded. Probably in the $3 range for diesel. So it's really starting to bite people now. And less people are travelling, which is totally understandable. But suits us to have a quiet caravan park, because I have an epic road trip tomorrow that I need some good sleep with. How cool is this? A fireplace. That is awesome. Now that's original. Have not seen that anywhere else in any other caravan park. Oh wow. Barbecue area in here. That is so good. Really clean, really modern. Sink in the middle. Could definitely see people using that. And what do we have here? We have the drive, some drive-through caravan powered sites and some reverse into. These ones here are drive into, which I know you caravanners love, especially you guys with the massive caravans. So awesome to have some drive-through caravan sites. Cottages here. They look like dongers. Like if you've ever been to a mine site, that reminds me of a donger setup where there's a group of rooms all in the one building. You're sharing a wall there, so just be mindful of that. It could be quite noisy at times. Right, what have we got over here? Before we head up this track here, which is to the beach, which excites me, we'll head in here first and see what we have. We have Wi-Fi, laundry, games and tea room, shower and toilets, disabled access, Wi-Fi hotspot. Private little reading room in here, I guess. Study room perhaps. Shower and toilets. Table, tennis table, awesome. Table and chairs. TV, awesome as well. And a game for, what is it, foosball or something they call that, I think. A game for your kids to play. Awesome. And then just around here, you have a laundry. Oh, what a setup. All looks super modern, well looked after, really clean. Awesome setup. And as you know, that's the first time I've walked into a laundry in a caravan park. Alright, let's head up. Oh, and some clotheslines just here also. Outdoor shower. This place is impressing me so far. Really good. Alright, let's head up to the beach up this way. So on this sign it says, beach access, lookout, sand dune, camping sites, guests only. More camping sites up here. That is awesome. Almost up the top of the track now. Now it's actually a really good view looking back on the, I'm going to call it a bush type caravan park. Plenty of trees around, which is awesome. Yes, it's gravel, but hey, we're pretty much in the outback now, so I wouldn't expect turf to be anywhere really. And wow. Again, use your imagination here. Pretend it's summer, blue skies, 30-degree day, and you're walking down this path. Table and chairs just here, cabins to the left and the right. Wow, this reminds me of Rottnest Island with its cabins on the island overlooking the water just here. Oh wow, how is this? Your own private cabin just there, facing a really long, beautiful, pristine beach. Unbelievable. Imagine this during summer. Literally, you're staying there for, that's another thing I forgot to discuss. We're paying $20 per night, $10 each for an unpowered campsite. Easily the cheapest campsite we've had on this trip so far. And we're literally 40 meters away from the beach. Oh well, maybe 100 meters, but still, it's nothing for $10 each per night. It's unbelievable. Let's go around here and check out these cabins. So if you come down that road there and go right down to these very Rottnest Island looking cabins, villas, whatever you want to call them, they are right here, and I am excited to see the front of them. Which they have made a good job of hiding. I might have to sneak into one of them just to see what's on offer. But still, they have an awesome sea view. Just looking at these places, if you want a private place away from everyone else with beachfront views, I don't think I've seen better than this. Amazing. And you can literally walk for kilometers. You can probably walk back all the way into Streaky Bay, which is just over there to the right of the silos. Incredible. And then you got more housing in this direction as well. I just get the feeling that Ceduna is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. The more people travel, the more accessible it becomes with certain types of vehicles, and being cheaper to get here, especially with electric vehicles. I can only see this becoming more popular for people for a local domestic holiday. Awesome. The thought of this, something so simple to get the sand off your feet before you head inside, a fantastic idea. Right, I'm just going to see if anyone's in any of these now, and I'll try and get around to the front of them. Oh wow, they even have a garage. That's crazy. I've never seen anything like this before either. Wow. Shelley Beach Ceduna Caravan Park is awesome. Let's check around the front of this one here. Please respect our privacy. No, I will not. Because I'm jealous of these places. Have a look at that. Imagine just sitting here and looking out there. It's kind of what dreams are made of, isn't it? They could admittedly do a bit more with this front area. I see they have trimmed some of the shrubs down. Is that legal? Is this their property? I'm assuming it is, otherwise that is not legal. You cannot cut native vegetation like that. But I do see a fence down here, so I'm assuming this is all their property, which is absolutely incredible. Right, let's go over to this next one here and have a quick look. And much the same, if not just a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, but still, how awesome. Just a little bit better than an unpowered tent site, which I'm going to show you in just a tick. Own water supply as well. That is an awesome big tank. You are never going to run out of water in this place, that's for sure. So obviously I got way too excited about this open fire here and totally missed the camp kitchen, the all-important camp kitchen. So let's head in here now. Wow, I like it. I like what they've done with the shade cloth here. They haven't fully enclosed it in. This place would be so hot during summer, so to have some breeze flowing through would be amazing, and is amazing even right now. What have they got? Well, they've got a kettle, sandwich press, microwave, toaster, fridge freezer. Closed at 10 PM, Wi-Fi up there as well. This is posted everywhere, which is awesome. You've got a little camp oven here and an old school oven here, which is probably not operational anymore, although they may spark that up on a really cold day, e.g. during winter. Yeah. Bloody awesome, I love it. It's rustic. It's got a good feel about it, this place. And I can see why people rate it so highly. Alright, let's go on to the campsites. As I walk past on the way to our site, which is just over here, I've noticed this area in here. There's a fish cleaning facility just up in that direction. And this looks like a vineyard. Is this caravan park making its own wine as well? Wow, that is awesome. So the grapes, there's small ones on them now. Oh, what a setup. Bloody awesome. Love this place. All right, let's come over here. Right, now we're coming down to where the real people stay, the tough people in the actual campsites. None of this villa type stuff. This is where the tough Aussies stay. As you can see, these are all powered tent caravan sites, and as you can see, it's quite empty at the moment, which for me is perfect. That is a massive site just there. S1 that is called. Oh no, that's 2. S1, S2, and then S3 right here. Bloody hell, they are well set up. The amount of money some people are spending on their camping setups is incredible. The more you walk around, the more you go, wow, that would have cost an absolute fortune, but they look super impressive. And then you come down to, this is like a maintenance shed, I believe. You come down to the site we are staying on, site number 301. How big is it? You could easily fit 4 or 5 two-man tents on here and pay $5 each. Not sure if they allowed it or not, but it's a suggestion that you could ask them. This is a massive site, and they have had the brains to install barriers, privacy shields, wind shields, whatever you want to call them. They are so good. You don't actually realise how good they are until you stay at a place like this, and privacy and a little bit of a sound and windshield is so good. Nice grassed sites there. It's the first grass sites I've seen. You come to the end of the camping sites. Love how they've left this as a natural dune system. Well done. Healthy dune system as well. Cannot see many weeds in there at all. Only just on the ground here, but in there it's looking really healthy. That's awesome. And then the caravan park just keeps on going and going and going. Look at this setup here. It is huge. 2 tow vehicles it looks like, and a huge bus. Oh god, that is awesome. As are these toilet facilities here. Yes, we're going to go into another bathroom here. These toilets here have the toilet, of course, and a wash basin up here. But around here, you have your own, again, private ensuite. Shower on the left, toilet on the right. Basin, sink, shelving, railing. $10 a night. Can't beat it. Cannot beat it. And let's just go around here, just because we're pretty much seeing everything now, but we'll just have a peek around the corner. What's this sort of place over here? Let's go in here. Number 18. This is number site 18. Geez, you wouldn't want to stay here. Right next to, it looks like a toilet block. Showers and toilets, it is another one. Let's see if these are the same. And yes, they are. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. It is so good having your own private space in a bathroom, and this is fantastic. Alright, that is pretty much about it. More powered caravan and tent sites there. Absolutely fantastic. And a sealed surface, hard surface caravan site right next to the toilet. Geez, you don't have far to go. That would be ideal if you went to the toilet many times at night time, which I'm starting to do already. Oh, look at that setup. The amount of money they would have spent on that. Full four-wheel drive caravan, Toyota Land Cruiser. That's a dream, an absolute dream. What a setup. Alright, so this is where I'm going to end this caravan park review. Reading online, this place has 4.7 stars across 1,000 reviews, and I can see why. For Ceduna, for somewhere being so remote as this place is, it deserves those stars in my opinion. It is really, really good, as I can see more showers and toilets just here. So there's no shortage of facilities in this place at all. It's marvelous, I must say. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this little review as another big rig rolls in. The Ram and a super long caravan. We are heading off across the Nullarbor tomorrow. I may do a separate video for that, given it's such a long drive. I may just film outside the window as we're driving for 12 to 13 hours. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this caravan park review. I'll see you all again very soon. Cheers guys, bye.